Hey lemon squeezies. Sorry I'm a couple days late on my upload, but as you guys know, I'm working from home now, so just finding the time to fit in, to be able to sit down and record a video and not leave children unsupervised and things like that has been a little difficult for me. I'm thinking I might end up changing from Friday to Sundays, simply because Sundays are a lot slower day for me. I usually do have children on Sundays, but they usually leave pretty early in the morning. Like, they probably stay over on Saturday night and leave on Sunday morning. So I apologize for being gone for these last couple of days, but my schedule's been hella crazy. So two big things to talk about this week. The first one is I am officially 20 weeks. I'm halfway through my pregnancy. God is good. We made it this far. It feels good to be at this point in my pregnancy, and I'm just really happy about everything. And then last week, baby was 19 weeks and the size of a mango. This week, baby is the size of a banana. And as you guys know, I did my gender scan this week, and let's just say that day was crazy. I haven't had a day like that in a really long time. I was super nervous the night before, so I had a hard time sleeping. And I was just up all night, just anxious, I guess. And then we got there to do the ultrasound, and the receptionist told us that I had two people in ahead of me, but that the OBGYN that I was going to see had just been called out for an emergency over at the hospital, and they weren't even sure if he was going to be coming back or not. So I was kind of disappointed, but she was like, you know, I'll keep you guys posted. He ended up coming back in, and once he got there, it only took about 15-20 minutes for us to be seen. So we go back, and we did our anatomy and our target scan first, because like I talked about in my last video, the doctor, my midwife from my quad screening, had found out that I had a 1 in 66 chance of baby BLT having Down syndrome. So we definitely wanted to find out what was going on with all of that. So as far as all of that's concerned, at this point, baby looks completely healthy. They did the targeted ultrasound, and there's 6 different things that they look for during that as possible signs of Down syndrome. So she measured the length of the femur bone, and they looked at the kidneys, they looked at the heart, they looked at the brain, they looked for extra fold of skin on the back of the neck, they looked at the folds of the eyes and things like that. And the doctor basically reassured me that everything is fine. I have no reason to worry about Down syndrome. He says that you know, he's only had one case in the past. The person had a 1 in 7 chance, and the baby actually came out to have Down syndrome. And he said that he had ran into them a couple of years later. Excuse me, I'm a little gassy. In a restaurant, and they were telling him how well the baby was doing and how happy they were, and you know what I mean? He's like, you know, having a kid with Down syndrome isn't the end of the world. It's not the worst thing that can happen. But luckily for you, you don't have to worry about that. So he pretty much calmed my fears that BLT is good. So good news as far as that's concerned. I was offered to have the blood work done, which I believe is called a T21, and also the amniocentesis, which would have given me a definite answer on whether BLT has Down syndrome or not. I was under the impression, though, that I wasn't going to go forward with any of those things unless the doctor saw something concerning on the ultrasound, and that's the same thing that my midwife suggested. It's just to see what the OBGYN had to say, and if he had any concerns, and then move from there. So we did that. Everything came out fine. He made a note in my chart that I declined, and he said in his opinion I made the best choice. So we're not going to press that issue any further. So without any further ado, we are having a girl. BLT is officially Princess BLT. We are very excited. I'm very happy, of course, because I've been on Team Pink at least 60% of the time. I kind of went back and forth. I kind of wavered. You know, I really wanted to make Papa happy. She really wanted a boy. But then on the other hand, both of our mothers have nothing but grandsons. 4 grandsons on both sides. So it was like either please my family or please my wife, which is a hard position to be in, as I'm sure all of you guys know. But really at the end of the day, I just really wanted a healthy baby. So the doctor did the scan, and they were asking if we wanted to know what the sex was, and I said absolutely. And I saw it before the doctor even announced it, because I know I've heard before that on an ultrasound they either look like a hot dog or a hamburger, and I definitely saw a hamburger. So BLT is a girl. We do have a name picked. I have revealed it to a couple of people, but I'm not really ready to reveal it to the world yet. So we'll just continue to call her baby BLT for now, or Princess BLT. And then, like I said, at the booth store, everybody used to call her Cleophas. So now that we know that BLT is a girl, they're now calling her Cleopatra. I don't know what that's about, but it's cute, whatever. Papa was disappointed for maybe like 3 seconds. She was recording. She has the recording of the DVD on her, or of the ultrasound on her phone, and then they also recorded a DVD for me. So I have that here. I really want to try to post this, but I'm not really sure how to do it. So I'm going to have to talk to Uncle Tony. I know he'll know how to do it. So if you're watching, Uncle Tony, I need your help. So you guys to be able to see the oh, bless me, the DVD. So she's darling. First of all, she looks just like me. She looks like my mom. Here, I'll let you see the ultrasound pictures. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. So, this is baby BLT. And she looks just like me. Like the nose and the mouth and the lips. And she's got a little double chin here. And a big old fat belly. And this is another picture of her here. And she's kind of got her hand up over her face. When we first got there, she was sleeping, and we had to wake her up. And then she started like covering her face and stuff, like, oh, I'm sleepy, I don't want to play right now. And then when we tried to do the gender scan, she went back and forth between covering it with her hand and covering it with her cord. So she's a little booger. And then there's 2 more pictures of her. And she's just a little doll baby. But she was doing yoga. You can kind of see in this picture a little bit where she's got her legs up over her head. And she was like pulling on her toes and like bouncing on her bottom. Like, this kid is hilarious. But yeah, Papa was disappointed for like maybe 3 seconds. She was recording and the doctor said it was a girl. And her shoulders kind of sank a little bit. She's like, are you sure? And the doctor was like, yeah, I'm sure. She's a girl. And she was like, okay. Like, and she just really got over it. So I know everybody's been like, oh, poor Papa, but believe me, she's happy. And then on our way leaving the ultrasound, her mother called, and she's like, Mom, guess what? And her mom's like, oh, Erica, please tell me it's a girl. And she said it was a girl, and her mom went absolutely ape. And just to hear her mom be that happy to get that type of reaction from her mother, I think really added to the excitement of it all. My mom is absolutely hysterical. The whole family, really. This is going to be the first niece, the first granddaughter. So we're all very excited and happy to meet her. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? As far as symptoms this week, I haven't really had very many. My knees are still bothering me, but they're not as bad. My hip and my shoulder have eased up a lot too, so I haven't been having any problems with those. I have been having morning sickness still. I actually had morning sickness yesterday in the afternoon, so I'm still struggling with that a little bit, but that was just because it was time for me to eat lunch and I hadn't eaten yet. Excuse me. And of course the runny nose, still dealing with that. And then I've been cleaning like crazy. I cleaned yesterday for 4 hours straight, organizing closets and just craziness, absolute craziness. So I don't know if that's nesting or me just being at home and having a burst of energy, but it's definitely time to start preparing. There's man. Move it. No, you can't walk in front of the camera, son. Go this way. I'm sorry. And he's completely up my butt. He has been since before I even knew I was pregnant. Like, he wants to sleep in the bed with me. He has to be touching me when he falls asleep. Like, this cat is up my butt all the time. My female cat, not so much. She's definitely a lot more loving towards me than she used to be because she was a very independent cat. So she's a lot more loving towards me and she likes to cuddle and stuff. But she is not all up in my grits like this kid. Let's see. I did my registry. I started on that for Babies R Us. I'm thinking I want to do another one, maybe for like cottonbabies.com or something like that, because Babies R Us doesn't carry a very wide variety of cloth diapers, and you guys know I'm cloth diapering. And there's some things that I want that aren't available there on Babies R Us. So pretty much everything that I've picked out for her has been from Babies R Us. And if you guys want to check it out, feel free. If you know my first and last name, you can find it that way. You can also find it under Papa's information, or you can find it under my YouTube name. You can use it as the alternative name. There's also a registry number. If you give me a quick second, I've got my journal here. I might be able to find it real quick. I don't know. I'll see if I can't look for it while I'm talking about other stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to check that out, feel free. If you guys would like to send gifts to BLT, I know I've had a lot of people ask me about wanting to send gifts and stuff like that. And a few of you I've already given out my personal address to. But I'm thinking about maybe setting up a P.O. box. So if you guys want to do that, you can. And it would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, okay, so the registry number for Babies R Us is 493-72817. So that's 493-72817. I'm still working on it, but the majority of the things that I want to get for her are already there. And then we are going to do a baby shower. I want to go home to Ohio and have my baby shower there with my friends and family. And there for a while I started getting a little depressed because I wasn't sure if financially that was something that was good to do. Like, you know, how do you spend $300 to travel when you have a baby on the way? And you could be spending that $300 on your baby. But I talked to my stepmom about it, and she's completely adamant about me coming home. She's like, you know, if I have to buy your way here, you're coming home. You can stay at my house. You don't have to get a hotel. You know what I mean? You can drive my second car. We can barbecue at my house. You can have over as many friends as you want, things like that. So that seems to be working itself out. She also demanded that I not buy anything personally for BLT anymore. She wants to buy the crib. So, you know, a lot of people have been gathering around and really wanting to help. Papa's family has been phenomenal. Not only have they been completely accepting and extremely excited about the baby, but they're all ready to start planning a baby shower for down here as well. So we're going to be working on that. So it looks like my baby shower in Ohio will probably be in April, and the one here in New Orleans will probably be in May. So working on those things. I think that's just about it. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was the diaper tutorial. I definitely still want to do that. I have all of my supplies ready for that, set to the side, but the problem is getting a camera guy. Like I said, I knew that Papa probably wouldn't feel like doing it after coming home, so I was going to have my sister help me do it. Me not forgetting that it's the Super Bowl Mardi Gras week, she's been working a lot more, so she hasn't even been around as much to be able to help me record it. I tried to record it on my own a couple times, but it's kind of hard to do. I can't get the right angle on the camera to do it hands-free. And then, you know, to open and close the snaps on the diapers and stuff, I need both hands. So it's been a little difficult, but I'm definitely working on getting that done for you guys as soon as possible, because I know there's a lot of girls who weren't interested in cloth diapering previous to me talking about it, really. So I definitely want to encourage you guys and let you guys see how simple it really is. I'm really excited about cloth diapering still. So I guess that's really about it. I guess I'll show you guys my belly and then we will get out of here. Oh, shout out to my little brother DJ. I have on a shirt that he left at my house when he came down for Thanksgiving. Haha, gotcha. I didn't steal it though, he left it. So hold on, let's see. Alright, so this here is my bumpity bump. It's definitely getting bigger. Like I said, baby is definitely kicking stronger. You can definitely feel her kicking. She's asleep right now, I believe. Manny, Man Kitty, say hi to YouTube. Say hi. Okay, whatever, Mom. And then, as you can see, none of my tank tops go down over my belly anymore. They're starting to get too little. And there's our bump without. Is your baby in there? Are you going to be a big brother, Manny? Are you going to be a big brother? Oh, he is going to be a big brother. Mama loves him. Alright, get down. Alright, guys. That's it from me. I'm going to work on getting that tutorial up. No teeth. Stop it. Move. Move it. You're not going to steal my chair. Move. Okay. For real this time. I'm out of here. Love you guys. Good seeing you. We're having a girl. Take it easy, lemon squeezies. Bye.